Hello everyone, this is Dr. Pete. Haven't done an education video for some time. Just been very, very busy with a wide range of things, not only with different schools and being called in to do videos and show faculty and things of that nature, but national conferences, a lot of veteran work, just a wide range of things. Plus it's the holidays, and I love the Christmas time period. I think it's the best time of the year for me, at least. I really try to take a break and enjoy things and family and just really appreciate the last year and really look forward to the year ahead of us. Looking at this, there's just some things to catch up. In education, typically there's breaks, and in online education, there may not be as many breaks, but I want to make it clear from an educational standpoint that, it's okay to take the break, get your work in, take that break, maybe it's a week or 2, 3, and enjoy it. This is a time to recharge your batteries, get things done, watch TV, spend time with family, whatever floats your boat. There's really no wrong answer. Some students catch up, some students get ahead, some students just simply kind of stay in the middle, so to speak. They do a little bit of everything, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with any of that. One thing I want to note is it comes up over and over, and I have several schools where I'm going in the first week. Always remember about diversity and differences of people, meaning we celebrate diversity on a larger macro level, but on the micro level, people get confused kind of what that means, or they apply to different things. So, for example, professors and students are taught if a student turns in a paper, there may be a diverse or different answer, and be open to it and understand where they're coming from. And that's fine to a point. Sometimes there's just wrong answers, and sometimes there's right answers. And sometimes we do the work poorly, so we have to always put that in perspective. But the other aspect or side of that coin is professors are people too, and they have diverse ways of doing things. So we have to celebrate that as well. Some do it better and some do it worse. I can't say where I'm at in this whole mix, but I can tell you that the goals for me are pretty simple. Yes, you want to learn the information in class, so that's over here, okay? That's what all the metrics are for, and smarter people than me to write the classes, okay? So the main thing, though, is you're going to get 3 main skills, and I talk about this quite a bit. Writing is a major skill. Practice makes perfect. Practice makes the master. You want to also the other skill of researching. Where do you get information, data? Is it fake news? Is it real, academic, whatever? And how do you analyze? How are you putting all this together? And while some of these things that I talk about are APA steps, like a Goldilocks effect of 4 to 6 sentences, cite in each paragraph and develop, try to watch your grammar. I don't care what anyone says. If you cannot write clearly, it's very difficult to understand your ideas. You may have the best ideas. You may fully understand the information, but if you cannot verbalize or write it, it doesn't matter. Okay? So that's what's important here. If you go on site and you can talk and talk and talk, and there's some benefits to that, then great. If you have to do it online, you got to write more, well, then you better write better, because that's what people can grade. They can't guess what you know. They can't think that maybe you know. All they can do is read what you present them. So that's why you have writing labs in the class and at the school, and writing centers and people to help you, the Perla writing program, my videos, whatever works, feedback. But the big key is feedback isn't something you say, okay, I like the grade, I'm just going to move on. See what the professor says. Even a broke clock is right twice a day. So maybe there's something there, some type of gem or some type of feedback that can help you do better. What I always tell students too is while you may not like a grade or you may love the grade, understand the grade. And oftentimes if we sit there and say, well, I have some students that will say this every semester, well, I've never been told that. All these other professors say I'm wonderful. I'm sliced bread remade over. Everything's wonderful. The reality is there are many professors who do not grade very well, or they don't care. And that's just the reality of the world, okay? It doesn't mean it's right. It just means just like some students don't care, there are some professors that don't. If someone's giving you feedback and you verify that, yes, I am writing this incorrectly, I'm not citing correctly, I'm not using the library, then those are facts. It doesn't matter other people let you do it. It just matters that it's wrong, and it's a good way to correct it and get better. I had a student that recently just literally copied and pasted a whole paper and said, well, I've always done it that way. I've never had anyone ever say anything, and you're the first one, you're wrong. Well, I'm not wrong, I'm right. I mean, it's plagiarism, okay? Now, how you want to address this is different. If you want to complain, then it becomes academic, it goes up the chain, and I'm right, it doesn't matter. But that doesn't help you become a better writer, okay? So there are times when I've been told things I don't like, and I have to sit there and say, okay, I didn't like that this paper, I wrote a paper once, I remember this at one of the colleges, won't use the professor college, and I got a D plus, and that professor said it was the worst paper that she had ever written or ever read. Now, I know it wasn't that bad, but I took it very personal, and I said, man, that's just like, that's horrible. I mean, I wrote a good paper, I cited it. It was a political thing. She didn't like the politics of history and how she saw interpretive history and modern and political. In other words, her politics influenced her grading. So I had to take that with a grain of salt. So she says, do you have anything to say about that? And I said, you know what? If I'm going to go big, I'm going to go big. Okay, go big or go home. And I said, if I just gave you the worst paper you've ever read, that is a compliment because no one else can say that. And from then on, I always got B's, higher grades. Let me say that, B's. I think I got an A on one assignment. But she realized I didn't care about her politics and all that. So, but I took what she said though. I took the lesson was I need to know what she wants, and that was what's important. Tell her whatever she wants. Do whatever she needs. But that's the way she taught. It was wrong, but it's the way she taught, so I adjusted to it. Now, I like to believe most professors teach the right way, and that we should adjust to what they need. Some have quirks. That's just human nature. Some have bad quirks and wrong quirks. Yes, that needs to be addressed. But most people have good, solid feedback, and they want you to be a better student. So kind of address it from that situation. Give them the opportunity to explain it, adjust to it, and see if it helps you to be a better person. If it does, keep it. If not, drop it next semester. It's okay. But they're trying to give you the benefit of their wisdom and knowledge and education for you to be the best student possible. Always take it from an optimistic standpoint. I appreciate it, and best of luck.